Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Rose and today I want to share with you my favorite beloved rose fragrances. The ones that are very dear to my heart, the ones that I've been loving for many years. Well, not necessarily many years, but a long time. That are staples in my collection that I never ever want to be rid of. So if you're interested in some beautiful rose fragrances that I love, then just keep on watching. Let's start with the first fragrance that I have been wearing the last couple of days non-stop, and I feel like it's just the perfect time of year, May, spring, summer, to wear this beautiful kind of pure rose fragrance. The one I'm talking about is Roses de Chloé. So this one is such a pretty fragrance, guys. If you don't know it, oh, it is beautiful. I feel like this fragrance can be described with a couple of words. It's romantic, it's delicate, it's pretty, it's rosy. Obviously, the main note in here is rose for sure. If you don't like rose, well, you probably wouldn't watch this video since it's about rose fragrances. But this has a prominent rose note. But the rose in here is so soft and delicate. It's a spring rose, it's a pink rose. It's a watery rose. It's a little bit aquatic. It's very soft. It's soft pink petals that are, bathed in water. There's a hint of green, a hint of fruity notes here, but overall the character of this fragrance is so soft. This is the kind of fragrance that somebody from Pride and Prejudice would wear, if you ask me. I feel like the women in these kind of Victorian romance novels would wear this type of fragrance. Maybe that's just me, but to me it's such a classic, pretty, it's a very natural smell as well. It's a very delicate, very elegant smell, but it's kind of reserved and just very wearable. Of course, this is definitely a rather soft fragrance as the whole character of the fragrance, but I feel like it fits. Like, this wouldn't work as a beast mode kind of fragrance, and you would need some kind of base notes to make it last anyway. But because this has this watery, aquatic, petally feel to it, it is fairly soft. But guys, when I spray a decent amount of this, and this is not my first bottle by the way, then I can definitely smell it throughout the day. I have to overspray it, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm probably gonna get a bigger bottle soon because, while I still have a decent amount left, it's just when I use it, I use quite a lot of it. But to me, it's so worth it. It's my go-to that I just love to wear in the daytime, even for a date, for whatever, but generally more during spring and summer because it's such a soft and delicate fragrance. It's fresh, it's pretty. What can I say, guys? If you like rose, if you like natural smells, if you just want to smell pretty and rosy and you want to bring out your romantic side, check this one out. It is so beautiful, so pretty, and I love it. Next up is a fragrance that to my nose is quite similar to Roses from Chloé. So if you like that one, then there's a high chance that you like this one too. It's Eau Rose by Diptyque. This one, honestly, when I first smelled them like side by side, I was like, oh my god, they are so similar. Actually, when I spray them next to one another, I find it kind of hard to smell both of them. If I smell one, I can't smell the other very well. I would say the difference with this fragrance, let me just spray it real quick. Oh my god, it's just as beautiful. It's just as beautiful. I love both of them. I just couldn't decide which one I prefer. I would say they both have that natural rose feel to it. They both have that petal, soft delicateness about them. But this one is a little bit deeper. I imagine the rose to be a little bit darker, more like a red rose. I also think that this is slightly thornier. This rose has a couple of thorns. It's a little bit darker, it's more red, and you get a little bit more of those green notes. So you get a bit more of the leaves as well. It is just as beautiful. Absolutely amazing. I love this fragrance. This is such a good signature spring, summer, everyday fragrance. It's so good. I smell a hint of berries in here, especially raspberries. It is fairly fruity, but I feel like the fruity notes come more from the rose itself because some roses have more of that fruitiness to it. It is subtly sweet. I would say Roses de Chloé is a little bit sweeter, a little bit softer. This is a little bit deeper, a little bit less sweet, a little bit thornier, but both of these are staples in my collection, and they are, if you're looking for kind of like a pure, natural, very wearable rose fragrance, then go with either of these. They are amazing. 10 out of 10 both. Next up is my favorite evening rose fragrance, and it is Musc Noir Rose by Narciso Rodriguez. So this one isn't just a pure rose fragrance. This has vanilla, it has plum, it has musk. It's juicy, it's fruity, it's rosy. To me, it's kind of dark, while at the same time, it's not too heavy. I think there's a very balanced sweetness in here. This to me is like a night out, short black dress kind of fragrance. It's sexy, it's elegant. It's the type of fragrance you get a lot of compliments from, for sure, especially from guys. Oh my god, it's so good. I love this so much. I mean, as you can see, I have been wearing it a lot. I prefer wearing this in the evenings or maybe in the slightly colder months because I think it's a little bit of a darker, deeper fragrance. But you could wear this daytime as well. It's not super heavy either. It's like somewhere in the middle. I would say it has medium projection and longevity. It's definitely a compliment getter, no question about it. And it's just, oh my god, it is such a beauty. I love it so much. Next up, a fragrance I feel like I cannot leave out in a rose fragrance video. It's Delina La Rosée, my favorite Delina without a doubt, and the one that is the freshest and the most elegant and the most wearable to me. I feel like the original Delina is a little bit too heavy and a little bit, I don't know, a bit too sharp, a little bit too synthetic. This one is fresher, it's juicy, you have those fruity notes, but it's not too sharp, you know? Those beautiful, watery, juicy, fruity notes in here. The rose and the peony. I feel like this fragrance is very balanced. And the great thing about this one is that it's very fresh, but it lasts really well, at least on my skin. This has a very good projection and longevity for a freshie. So since this is kind of an aquatic, fruity, rosy fragrance, usually for these kind of fragrance, you don't get that much longevity or projection. In that category, Delina La Rosée is really unbeatable. It's, I would say, from this kind of category, it's my strongest fragrance that I own. So if you care about longevity and projection, you want to smell feminine and beautiful and fresh and rosy, then check out Delina La Rosée. I mean, also the bottle. Who doesn't want to own this? Next up, I want to mention the ultimate rose vanilla summer beach fragrance, in my opinion, is Lancôme Idole Aura. I mean, oh my god, this color is so pretty, isn't it? It's just an amazing fragrance. It smells like a beautiful, oh my god, beach goddess. I mean, the main note I get in here is a salty caramel vanilla, but there is a beautiful, watery, pretty, soft rose in here as well. Oh, it's just so good. It smells sunny, it smells sexy. It's like sexy summer skin. Salty, sweet, floral, beautiful, feminine, gorgeous. It melts with the skin. It just, I don't know, I feel like it just mixes so well with at least my skin chemistry. I think it's such an attractive, gorgeous and elegant scent. It's super likable. You have to like the slightly salty touch in here though, which I know is not everybody's thing, but in this case, and for me, it is a beautiful composition. And I feel like especially on the beach, for a beach party, when it's really hot outside in the evenings, this is the kind of fragrance that I want to wear. Oh my god, it's so good. And I feel like that the fact that it's a little bit salty doesn't make it too sweet and too heavy, because it kind of cuts in there a little bit. And also that kind of soft rose accord in here gives it that just a little bit of freshness in there, you know? So it's very well balanced. I love it so much. And then last but not least, the ugliest bottle of them all. It's Tea Rose by the Perfumer's Workshop. I mean, this is a cheapie and the bottle looks like a cheapie. And to be really honest, I really, really adore this fragrance, but I just don't wear it a whole lot. And the reason is because the bottle is so ugly. It's just, you know, if I see it in my shelf, I'm just like, oh, do I want to wear this yellow pea? It's such a shame. I mean, and even like this, but you know what? The fragrance itself is actually really, really beautiful. It smells, oh my God, no, I'm eating it. It doesn't taste good, I can tell you that. It's a really strong, in-your-face tea rose scent. To be honest, I don't really smell anything other than tea rose, but oh my God, just spraying it once, it's like, oof. It's that really, really strong, intense, fruity, sweet, delicious, beautiful tea rose scent. It's heavenly. It really is heavenly. Don't be fooled by the fact that I didn't wear this too much. I had a decant before and I do really like it, but just like I said, I just cannot deal with the bottle and it's really kind of putting me off wearing it. But now that I'm spraying it, it's like, when I first smelled it, I really fell in love with it. I really did, and I still love it so much. I will say though that it is almost over the top strong when you first spray it. It is so strong, like it's just now filling the room. Like if I spray it here now, it's just as if my room was full of roses, like the whole floor full of roses, which is a beautiful image. I mean, I'm not complaining. But the thing is that it starts out really, really strong. In the first 2 hours, it's very, very strong. Like, you know, I'm moving around my arms and so on, and I can just really get a whiff of it very, very regularly. But it kind of dissipates after 3 hours, and then it becomes much, much, much softer. So I was hoping when I first got this that it would be the power would kind of stay or just subside slowly. But I feel like it's very strong in the beginning, and after 2 hours, it's not that strong anymore. But maybe this is also a fragrance that I go nose blind to a little bit because other people can still smell it on me. So I feel like I have that a lot with fragrances that I really like, that I just don't smell them after a while. And the ones that I really absolutely don't like, you know, when I test fragrances, I can just smell them the whole day. Like, what is that? What is that? That's so mean. I don't know. Anyway, this is a beautiful fragrance. Don't be fooled by the ugly bottle. It is gorgeous and it's so cheap. I don't even know how much I spent, maybe 15 euros. So, you know, around maybe $17, something like that. It's beautiful. All right, guys, that was my little video for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next one. Bye bye.